I saw something yesterday I thought had to be a joke. It's really not.
Yeah, because you seem to be joking a lot.
Yeah, I know.
So far in the show.
I know.
You're mocking people who are screaming helplessly at the sky.
I know.
What are you supposed to do in a culture that allows legal chainsaw bayonets on their guns?
Right? Am I right?
And you might think it's a joke. You might think it's some silly thing. I don't know. But, I mean, I can tell you this. It scared the hell out of me when I saw it yesterday from USA Today.
Okay, so USA Today put out a video of all of the attachments, like a flashlight. Good God, you could put a flashlight on the end of a gun? Why would someone ever need something like that?
It's almost as if you'd want to see where the bullets were going.
See what's in front of you. It's crazy. These. Then they showed a laser sight.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, does anybody remember Dr. Evil? What was he putting on the top of sharks' heads? Lasers.
So that is really, they actually did this video, if you haven't seen it.
Yes.
And it does go through, it first kind of goes through the actual attachments that were on the gun that the shooter used.
Yes.
And then they go through some other
attachments,
possible attachments
that are available. And people do this. They put lasers on their guns.
And it says possible modifications.
Possible modifications.
And they start here with a 100-round drum magazine. Okay.
Oh.
They also have a shotgun attachment. So if you think to the end of a gun,
a shotgun attachment,
you would attach another shotgun below it.
A shotgun attachment. Now, that is not something I have seen before. But if it's in USA Today, I understand is a shotgun attachment. I get that.
And of course, most terrifying is the chainsaw bayonet.
Don't even say that out loud.
I unfortunately just have, so it's really impossible to stop.
I wish
now.
you hadn't.
Okay.
Because this one, once people get the idea that this is available, that you can go out in a store and you can buy an attachment for your AR, and it's a chainsaw, and you just mount that chainsaw underneath the barrel, so it's a chainsaw bayonet. My gosh, do you know the kind of carnage?
Oh my gosh. I mean, everyone's going to have one of these by the end of the week, and that's what's terrifying to me. You know, I used to be for the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Then chainsaw bayonet.
So now let me just say that I don't think, and I'm doing something at 5 o'clock tonight that I believe we're gonna take you through the fantasy land that Hollywood lives in, because I don't think that they can find the difference between truth and fiction. I really, it's like these actors who are like, well, when I was climbing the Himalayas with Niblick, with who? He was my Sherpa guide. That was a movie, man. That was a movie. And they have no idea the difference between real life and movies and fiction. George Takei yesterday tweeted out how in the United Federation of Planets, they had universal health care. George, I want you to, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but the United Federation of Planets doesn't exist. It's a TV show.
No, it's also movies.
Yes.
So,
okay, all right.
So that's backup.
When
second source there.
When I,
right? That's how that works, right?
You're right. When you're right, you're right.
Okay, good.
So when I saw the chainsaw bayonet,
terrifying.
First of all, I was like, I've got to get me one of them.
I actually think I do want one if they exist.
And then the second thing that I thought of is the people that are telling you that guns are evil are so disconnected from reality that they actually think that there is a movement to attach chainsaws to ARs. That is something you could just, I'm going to
Cabela's.
I'm going to Cabela's. I'm just going to grab a chainsaw attachment, honey. I'll be right back.
That's like a totally normal thing to them.
Right. They would attach that, and they would, it's ridiculous to believe. So we started looking into it. The gun exists, and I have it.
You do. And this is, by the way, do not try this at home because it's a very dangerous weapon.
This is the actual gun that they are basing. I'm not kidding you. This is the gun that they are basing that attachment on. And as you see, Stu, I don't want to point it to you.
No, please don't. It's very scary.
I'm pointing it right to the camera. You will see that this is a AR.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
I don't know.
And right underneath is the chainsaw.
Now, some would say that potentially that gun seems to come from the video game or Gears of War.
That's what some would say. What's the difference between real life and a video game?
Apparently, to many in the media, nothing.
Exactly right. Exactly right. This is from the video game.
And a lot of people think that's actually where they got this idea, because it was a popular video game in the 90s?
Where else would you get that idea?
I mean,
have you ever heard of that?
I've never heard of it. There are a few like YouTubers who have sort of jokingly attached, chainsaws to guns. And then I guess they then use the chainsaw, but it's not like it's like an actual functional thing. There's no reason.
Oh my gosh, Stu, you are so stupid.
Well, no, I know. I don't.
I am gonna. You know what? Could we get here? I got it. I brought in a few things today.
You brought in a few things today. He's across the room now, and
so I brought in the AR. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Be careful with that.
No, I know. Brought the AR in, and I brought in a chainsaw.
That's
okay. So I have the AR and a chainsaw.
And a real chainsaw.
Wait a minute, I've got more. I also have a shotgun,
right?
A handgun, and some duct tape. I am of the mind, Stu, that USA Today was onto something, and I believe that we need to make one of these. So, is Jason around? Come here, Jason. Jason is our today in-house weapons expert. Now, Jason, what I'd like to do is, first, I'd like to take the AR, and it is unloaded and safe. I would like you to take the AR, and we want to attach the chainsaw right here. Come here. We want to attach the chainsaw. Now, I'm left-handed, so I'm going to be shooting like this. So I'd like the chainsaw right here, so I can, you know what I mean? So I think it should be like that. Okay, because that.
Wait, but that's not how the design is on the actual chainsaw bayonet. The chainsaw bayonet from USA Today, which is what we're talking about, has it underneath.
That's not. This. You can go with that. Sure, you can.
I have the schematic right here.
Yeah. Well, I don't want it that way. I want it like right there.
You want it on the side, basically.
They have it like this. Yeah, because I want it at the side because I want to be able to chop their heads off.
So wait. The concept of this would be you would shoot the person.
You'd shoot the person, and then you could chop their heads off.
After you've shot them?
Sure.
Why would you want... What's the purpose of chopping their heads off after you've already...
Because there's dead, and then there's like, that was sick.
Okay, so just straight out
so
bloodlust?
It's just like, oh, yeah.
Okay. Making sure...
Are you a member of the NRA?
I'm not, so maybe I don't understand.
Okay, yeah. It's bloodlust. Yeah, it's just, every member of the NRA knows... I want to shoot something, and then I want to take a chainsaw and just hack it up.
Really? Because the guy who was an NRA instructor who stopped the shooting...
Yeah, he used one of these.
No, well, yeah, he used the gun.
Yeah,
he didn't use the chainsaw.
No, he used an AR.
Right.
I mean, ARs have to be removed because they're only made for killing people.
Right.
Except he didn't kill him. He wounded him and stopped the slaughter with his AR. But pay no attention to that. Because he didn't kill him.
A lot of people aren't paying attention to it, it seems like. Yeah.
So he had just the AR, but I'm going to have the AR with the chainsaw attachment. Okay, so can we work on that right now? Can you just take that over there? Because I've got some other attachments I would like to add to it as well. For instance, Stu, what is this?
That's a knife.
A knife. What kind of knife is it?
I would say steak knife.
It's what you would think, right? It's just a regular.
Right. Looks like a steak knife to me.
Okay, right.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's it. Just a regular knife.
Just a regular knife. That's
okay. I don't want you to freak out.
Okay.
But what is this?
That appears to be another knife.
Another knife.
Mm-hmm. It's slightly larger. It's like a butcher knife. Well, not quite a butcher knife. Yeah.
Okay. You don't see the difference here? Besides the size. Oh, my gosh.
What's the...
Okay, Stu, what is this? What is this?
Oh, okay, that's like a butcher knife.
That's a butcher knife, right? Okay.
Yes, that's what I would say is a butcher knife. That's not...
It's a regular butcher knife, right?
Yes.
Does it make you afraid?
No, it's
Okay, all right.
We have them.
What's this?
Again, like basically a butcher knife. I don't know the exact technical term for that knife,
Right, but it makes you afraid, doesn't it?
No,
I mean, yes, it does.
it does.
This one's spray painted black.
Oh yeah,
This is a tactical knife. This is a butcher knife. This is a tactical knife. This is a steak knife. This doesn't make you afraid. This doesn't make you afraid. But I spray painted this one black, so it's now a tactical knife. Don't you?
But wouldn't they all be sharp and dangerous and stab you in the same?
No, but this one's more frightening.
Okay,
I come at you.
okay.
I come at you with this, and you're like,
oh, well, that's just a normal silver knife.
right. He's just going to come at me, and maybe we're going to butcher some meat together, right?
Yeah,
I
right.
come at you with this, and you're like, there must be a steak. But I come at you with this, and you know I have deadly intent, right?
That's true.
And I'm a serial killer.
Right, because it's painted.
It's painted black.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah, okay, now I'm getting it.
Okay,
now
good.
you're bringing me along.
Good, now you're getting it. Okay, so we need to put the tactical knife. Now, I was thinking, if we put, except I don't like the look of the tactical knife with this silver handgun.
Because that's not a very scary gun. It's just silver.
It's just silver. It
Although
looks like
the
an
handle
old,
is black, and that's
yeah,
that part of it is
that part's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I came at you with this gun with the black handle,
then I would be terrified.
then you'd be terrified.
But if you had the
as
barrel,
soon as I put the barrel in and you see that it's silver, you're like,
it's not a big deal.
okay.
That's by the way, that is essentially the description of the new Dianne Feinstein bill. it's basically her new assault weapons ban is essentially that. Is it a black weapon? Then it must be banned.
Wow, racist!
It's almost
listen to the racist. Listen to the racist.
That's a typical progressive.
Hey, can I have some of that duct tape? Because I'm going to show you here at home. If you happen to be listening, you can go to the Blaze TV and capture this sometime later today in case you want to make one of these yourself. But I'll try to be very descriptive on radio. But again, if you can't follow it and you want to get this exactly right.
And we're getting some of this on Facebook Live as well. If you go to my Facebook page or Glenn Beck Facebook or Stu Bergier at Facebook, you can see this happen.
You take the Smith & Wesson here, okay, regular Smith & Wesson. Now, because I can carry this, I'm going to show you how to make a concealed carry weapon with a make-it-at-home attachment.
Oh, my gosh.
To make it a little more sick.
And this is legal, right?
Oh, this is totally legal.
Because the NRA.
Totally
because of the
legal.
freaking NRA.
Yeah. So we'll do that coming up in just a second.
I'm very terrified. Oh, my God.
Here I am, with the new chainsaw AR. And this is, we learned this from USA Today, that you can get this as an attachment. This is, I did this at home during the break. And so it's not exactly, ready for market yet. But if you wanted the chainsaw AR, attachment, I'm willing to sell you this.
You seem to have just duct taped a chainsaw to a gun.
Not exactly. Not exactly.
Not exactly? Because I can see the duct tape, I can see the gun, I can see the chainsaw.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like you've done more than that.
Yeah, I didn't do it. Okay? Somebody else did it for me.
Got it.
So not exactly, Stu, but these are kind of the things that you get when you buy the Glenn Beck chainsaw adapter for your AR. You'll then know all of the details. It's not like I just took a chainsaw and taped it to a gun. There's more to it than that.
Got it.
I had somebody else do it. And it's $59.99 now at glennbeck.com. I saw some.